The Alliance prepares for war. Headed by King Gaius Cromwell, an Imperial who resides in the Iron Citadel within the World's Birth region. He has called upon his leaders to meet in his Iron Throne Room to discuss war plans. They have agreed a multi-front strategy would be best. The king and his viscounts would protect the northern borders from invasion from Ishiguro. His brother and Duke Burkhart would protect from the barbarian raids. Duke Tiberius Gracchus would lead the charge with his men against the invasion from Shi. A combined army of Imperials, Xanath, and Rorak troops would look to conduct a counter-offensive against Arkan. Rorak will send Marquess Dorian Calvaire with the aid of his Viscount Christoph Liechtenstein. Xanath has sent Marquess Valerius Titan, Baron Luthorian Aurelius, and Baron Zehatus Aurelius. The Imperials have sent one warlord Viscount Lumir Morgenstern to assist with the assault. The army met up in Burles and marched out to attack Pora Vista to cut off additional supplies and reinforcements from Arkan mainland. Across the bridge, and just a mile outside the coastal city, the army makes an encampment. The men have just finished construction of the War Council, and the 6 warlords all enter the tent to go over their plans for the assault.
Welcome, warlords. I, Marquess Dorian Calvaire, along with Marquess Valerius Titan, will be leading this mission. We do all, however, need to work together on a plan of attack. First, let us see what our combat strength is for our first battle. It appears our troop strength is at 7,500. However, we do not know how many men the enemy has at this time, so hopefully this is enough. Now, we need to check our war supplies. Food is crucial if we are to win the war. For every soldier we send to fight, we must pay 1 food. If we're to send our entire army into battle, that cost us 7,500 food. Ammo and materials are important. We'll be using these resources to conduct war council plots to weaken our enemy and strengthen our own. Tactics such as setting up ambushes, gathering intel, siege equipment, supply raids. Each warlord will be able to choose a tactic they wish to use in the coming battle. Once we decide how many troops to send in and agree on our war council plots, we will then move on to executing our plan. Each of you will take charge of your plot and see it through. Your war council plots are a best 2 out of 3 rolls against the war council plot difficulty. You will narrate your exploits. Start with phase 1 of your plot. Write how you will conduct your plot. Then roll 1 dice to see if you pass or fail phase 1. After seeing the results, write phase 2 of your plot and bring emphasis to the success or failure of the first part. Then roll 1 dice to see if you pass or fail phase 2. If you have 2 success at this point, write a conclusion to your success. If at 2 fails, write a conclusion to your failure. If tied at this point, write a phase 3, roll a dice, and then write the conclusion based on the success or failure. If you succeed in your war plot, then the benefit goes into effect for the battle ahead. Once done, we will then send the army in. The attacker's army and defender's army roll off with a d20. Once dice roll for each army, with the highest ranking warlord rolling the dice. Each warlord can influence the dice roll in a number of ways. First tactician and any warlords with a CP bonus, command points, add them to the dice roll. Any warlord can decide to lead from the front, adding +1 to the dice roll, but will have to pass a DC 5 check to not be killed or captured in battle. If your forces lose the battle, Everyone must take a DC 5 check to not be killed or captured. This increases to DC 10 if your warlord charged in. If you fail the check, roll 1d20 and plot armor to the roll. 1 to 10, your character is killed. 11 to 20, your character is captured. Once both armies have rolled, the higher of the 2 dice rolls is the victor. Each warlord on the winning side and losing side rolls a d10 to inflict casualties. Winning side warlords each roll a d10. 1 equals 100 killed, 5, 500 killed, 10, 1000 killed. Losing side each roll a d10 with their dice roll cut in half, meaning they roll a 10, it's 500 killed. If the battle is successful, go on to phase 2 of the battle and repeat the War Council phase. An attacker must win 2 out of 3 battles to take the city. During the next War Council phase, characters replenish war materials and adjust their combat XP gains and influence XP gains. For every soldier killed is 1 XP. The cost of the war plot is how much influence XP that is earned. Once a city is taken, it must be decided who will become the ruler of the territory. Generally, the one who killed the most troops is awarded the territory, but sometimes it's pre-arranged. Now that we've gone over the basics, shall we begin the War Council talks?